Thanks for joining me live again. I just did this silk robe transparent see-through try-on haul, and I'm wearing my purple robe with my outfit on underneath. But what we're really getting into today, thank you for joining me for cooking with cakes, because this is what I love to do, cooking in cakes. We're making McDonald's Big Mac. I'm going to show you how to make the Big Mac from home, where it's going to be healthier for you and you don't have to leave your house to eat one. All you have to have are the main ingredients, and we'll get into that. I'm going to be filming my edited version, so just hang out for the show. Hi, and welcome to my Big Mac, McDonald's Big Mac. Hold on. Alright. Big Mac ingredients are buns that look like McDonald's sesame seed, where they have, let's open it up. Making a Big Mac, aren't you excited? Alright, so they have sesame seeds on the top. This is a little bit thicker than the McDonald's bun, I believe, but it comes pretty darn close to it. So we got sesame seeds, and then what we're going to end up doing is using one of these for the middle bun, because that's what they do, one top, two bottoms. So you might need to grab an extra bag of buns, just because we're going to be going through more than 2 patties, 3 buns. And you got the buns, hun. This is the perfect pickles. It's hamburger deal fast food style pickles. Oh, I love pickles. Not a lot of people like pickles on their burgers, but I say give me extra pickles, and then they always just give me one pickle. So I have some of this on hand so I can pickle my fast food, but today I don't have to because I'm going to make it for myself. McDonald's Big Mac. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit the like and the bell and the subscribe so YouTube knows that you like me and I can keep making more videos for you. This is the special sauce. I had to try it to make sure that it was the real thing and that it was really going to taste like a Big Mac, and it does. This is just the Kroger version. So I got this one at King Soopers, and it is called Burger Special Sauce. That's all it is, and it tastes just like Big Mac sauce. So you need some of this Burger Special Sauce. You need sliced cheese. I order mine usually with no cheese, but we're going to make the real Big Mac, and the Big Mac has a slice of cheese on it. So we're going to get cheesy some more. And shredded lettuce. I do get this in the bag, so where it comes already, right where I did not need that. Okay, so this is some shredded lettuce. And the Big Mac also comes with really finely diced onions. Here's the lettuce and onions. I'm only going to use just a very few of these. I just diced them up for usage previously to the show. Okay, and then McDonald's meat tastes to me like it's just kind of salt and peppered. So I would just do like a traditional garlic salt, but I always love putting this in all my meat. I cook with this and everything, so my meat's going to be a little bit more flavorful than the Big Mac because I like spices and meat likes spices, so we're going to spice it up. The trick to getting a very thin, flat burger, which McDonald's has, is one of these things. It's like a smasher. So I'm going to be using one of these to smash my burgers into my pan. You will need a big pan to cook your burgers in, and you will need the ground beef itself. So this is about 1/3 of one of those big rolls. It's probably about like, I don't know, like 35 ounces-ish. So probably, I'd say like maybe a pound. I don't know. I'm not good with that stuff, but it's a chunk. So I'm going to make as many burgers as I can with this, and we'll see how far this goes. Again, you do want 2 patties per Big Mac. Thank you for joining me. I forgot what I was doing for a minute. Let's see who's watching. Keon? Fix me dinner. Oh, I'll fix you dinner. Eric, good to see you again. Cakes makes the Big Mac. Oh, I like that. My meal's spicy. What is it? Who is that? Split shot? Well, hello there, split shot. I like it spicy too. That's why we're gonna put some of this in there. You can put any spices in my Big Mac. I don't mean it like that. Alright, so we got our ground beef, our pan and our smusher, our spices, our cheese, our lettuce, shredded, finely diced onions, our special sauce, which is the secret to the Big Mac, our restaurant style pickles, and our sesame seed buns. So, we are also going to need the grease, and you need to drain the grease off, so you need to have some kind of dish to put your grease in. So I'm going to put my toppings to the side because right now we need to flavor our meat. And we need to get something in a plate. So, one moment. Uno momento. Add these cute little plates. And make two. And then I need a bowl for my drippings, which is probably up here. Oh, don't drop the dish. Oh. Alright, I didn't break it. We're good. I always forget to get something out while I'm cooking. This time it was my grease strainer, so I'm going to collect the grease in here. It will get messy on my stovetop, so we're going to try to keep the silk, my fox silk, from getting too messy from the grease splatter. So when it gets too bad, I'm going to try to lift this heavy pan up and drain my grease. Hopefully. That's the goal. Check out my try and haul. So hit that like, the bell, and the subscribe. And let's get started. So I need to wash my hands because we're going to be touching the meat. And I bet you didn't know, or did you know, leave me a comment, that you can make Big Macs from home using special sauce. Let's see. Alright, clean hands, meat time. So, we're going to garlic salt it. Don't be cheap on the garlic salt now. And we're going to, let's see here, pepper it. We're going to pepper. Let's get our pepper in there. I kind of like to open this up because I believe they use quite a bit of pepper on the McDonald's meat patties. I can taste pepper pretty good when I eat it, so I'm going to give a very generous amount. Can you see that? A very generous amount of pepper. It's going to be very peppery, very garlic salt. And then I'm going to make it a little bit spicy. And thank you if you're just joining me live for, ooh, I went a little overboard. Now I'm going to sneeze like normal. It's very peppery over here. Alright, so, yep, I got that woof of flavor in my nose. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in on this without getting too messy because I like to mix my spices in very, very well. And this is going to be quite a bit more flavorful than McDonald's. So just do pepper and a little bit of garlic salt or some salt and pepper. But McDonald's should spice it up a little bit. I don't know what it is, but I think I'll probably always like McDonald's food. Even though I can't eat it very often because it does not do anything good for the body. But not that it's any fast food. So that's why we're making it for home. So it's more affordable and easier until prices start dropping, if they ever will. Alright, so I got my nice mixed meatball here. And be careful you don't overplay with your meat, because the more you play with it, the more chewier it could get. So if you really like your meat really not chewy at all, like really juicy and tender, I wouldn't even like mix it up. I would just put the salt and pepper on top and just like throw it on the grill. But I like mine a little mixed so it sticks together a little bit better. And we're going to see how many patties I can make out of here. which is what one of my plates is for, is my patty plate. So we got a raw meat plate and a clean meat plate. Don't get them confused. Don't put your cooked meat on your raw plate. So our patties are supposed to be kind of smaller. I think probably bigger than this, but let's play with it. Let's play with it a little bit. So right now we got about a ball size. A very large meatball size. And we're going to, with our hands, we're going to, I like all the emojis. So we are flattening our meat into a, I guess what you call like a dollar coin circle or something. We are smashing it as thin as possible with our hands into a very flat circle. So you just push your two palms together and turn them like so, and you will get that flat meat patty. And then we're going to use that to keep it flat and bigger. For our bun size, we want bun size meat patties. So, you know, I think McDonald's has a machine that does this for them, but I did it myself. Alright, was that a piece? Okay, that's a piece of spices. Alright, so we have one. Let's do it again. So let's make about a big meatball size. Wait, is that big enough? Okay. Alright, so we have a big beef meatball size. And then we're going to roll it kind of into a little flat ball like so. You're going to smush it and kind of work it as you go. Like so, and then you keep smushing it out. Play with your meat. I have a very wet mouth. I think I just spit on myself. Sorry. Okay. So here's this will definitely be mine. And I don't like these little pieces of gristle, so when I find them, I take them off. Here is another thin meat patty. Very thin as could be. And about the same size. I want them as similar to the same size as possible. Hit my like button if you're watching. Thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying either your Big Mac or, let's see, who's giving me all the cute emojis? Keon Davis, you are very, very great. Aww. Thank you. You're so sweet. I love cooking. Do you like to cook? So here we go. I think this is too small, so we're going to add a little bit more to it. Beefing it up a little bit. I wish I could do that to my butt. Alright, I probably couldn't have said that. Anyways. Alright, so I have another thin meat patty. And this one needs to be a little bit more smushed together. Like so. Oh, I can smell the spices in my meat. I like that. So this is about the point that I'm going to get my grill hot. And this is going to be what I call my grill. I'm going to want to put my ground beef on a really hot, I want this to get hot with the pan. So I'm going to turn the pan on to about a medium high. And I'm going to leave this in the pan to get warm with the pan. So that when I put my meat in there, I'm going to put the hot on both sides of the hamburger and cook it faster, flatter, and better. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to play with. So we're going to use that. So here we have another large meatball size. And we're going to just smack it together here. And press it out. I like to zone out when I'm cooking. It's very therapeutical for me. I probably played with this more than I should have. But I'm a perfectionist. So I like nice, symmetrical, flat, as symmetrical. Not perfect, but good enough. Let's get another one. We might have let's see, I bet we have 3 more. We could probably push this to 3. Let's see. And when you get to the end, you can kind of play around with the sizes of them so you have an even number of meat patties. Like these ones might be a little bit bigger. Ooh. Our pan is getting hot. That's a good sign because we're almost done making our patties. And cheers to the Big Mac. If you're just tuning in, we're making McDonald's Big Mac. We are getting our patties ready for the pan. And we are making them as thin as possible. And we are going to smush them with our special tool, our smasher. So we have this here, 1, 2, we'll have enough for 3 Big Macs in a single, which will be perfect, but I'm probably only going to make 1 for my little old self, and you to see how lovely it comes out and looking like a, what you call it, Big Mac. How close we could get to a Big Mac. So we have another smashed patty, and we got 1 more to go. And hopefully by then our pan will be nice and hot and ready to start frying. And then as soon as our burgers are almost ready to come off the grill, we'll throw the cheese on them. And then we'll get our buns warmed up a little bit. Throw some special sauce and pickles and some lettuce and onions on there. And we will be ready to eat our Big Mac. Slap that together a little bit. And we got a nice little, perfect little patty. Wash my hands. Don't go anywhere if you're watching me live. I'll be right back. Hopefully I'm not in a scary movie. Okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you are enjoying my version of the Big Mac. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. And this is the fun part. We get to cook our meat. So, I need this to be a little bit hotter. We could have turned that on a little bit earlier. So let's see who's here live. Eric and Keon. Am I saying your name right? Keon? Oh, baby. Thank you, Eric. Cakes coming is in my blood. Oh, you guys are fun. Thank you for watching. I hope to see some more girls in my data. Maybe you guys could tell me what you think about my wardrobe. But guys, too, sure, leave me a comment on what your favorite color is. I was going to wear the green, but I already wore that in my funnel cake live video where I accidentally caught my stove on fire. But we might be editing that out. I'm not catching the stove on fire today. And I'm in my lavender one from the try-on haul. Let's see how hot this is getting. Okay, this is nice and hot, hot enough to get started. we're going to put 3 patties in at a time because this is big enough for 3 patties. And you really can use anything like metal or even another pan to smush down your hamburgers if you don't have this. This works really well because it's got a really heavy weight on it. It can get a lot of pounds per pressure in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put down, you do not have to oil it. It will get nice and greasy on us. This is what happens when you cook steak. So I'm going to just squeeze those down because I want that really thin McDonald's patty. And I'm going to turn it in 2 different directions so it doesn't make the bar marks in it. So I'm kind of just going to squeeze it down from all sides like that. And then I'm just going to leave it on there in the middle of my burger. And we let it do the work. And it's getting smoky up in this kitchen. So my pan's probably too hot. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. We're grilling. We're grilling a Big Mac. And I will then put them on my plate. I don't know, how did I get so lucky? Let's see. I need a spatula. Do y'all have a spatula? No. I got a plate, but I need to wash my spatula. That's nice and hot, but I will need to drain the grease here in a second. Alright, so make sure that your spatula is dry because you don't want to put water in with grease. It'll spit at you. So make sure you got a dry spatula. And then we're going to, actually I want to see if I could drain it without making too much of a mess. Oh, it's stuck to my thing. Hold on. Technical difficulties. So these ones are looking great. They're looking beautiful and tender and juicy. I'm going to set that on my stove real quick so I can get the grease out of here before I flip them. So I'm going to very safely put these on my plate for a second so I can drain my grease. And if you have a better way of doing this, let me know. But you got to get that extra grease out of there. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and put my hamburger buns back on the hot stove with my hot griddle. And I'm going to get a little bit more juice. These are so nice and juicy already. They don't need but just a second longer on the stove. So flip them. Oh yeah, this is looking beautiful. And see, they do shrink up a little bit. And let's put our thing back on here. Just for a second, it's almost cooked. We only need just a few more seconds on it. They cook really fast because they're nice and thin, and the heat on both sides makes it cook more evenly and faster. This is why I love using this thing. You could take them off now if you want to. And it'll be ready to put in our next one. Let's just look at our color and make sure it's nice and cooked. Beautiful. I like mine a little bit more crispy. So I'm going to leave it on for, leave them on for literally just about 30 more seconds. Just because I want a little bit more of a crisp on both sides of my burger. Thank you for all of my likes. Thank you for all my watchers. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And I hope you guys enjoy what my Big Mac looks like and tastes like. So these are probably done now. Well, they've been done, but to my liking. And look at that. So this really does look like, if you look at your McDonald's patty, that's what it looks like. Except for maybe not as many grill marks. So we're going to keep these stacked, and we're going to put these on the grill. I might be able to do all 4 at one time so that we could get to making our burger faster. So let me go ahead and move these around just a little bit. You don't want them, they're so thin that you can tear them, so don't play with them too much, but get them into position to the grill, like so. Put our nice big, look, this one fits. There we go. 4 McDonald's patty size burgers. So this is our raw plate. We don't need this anymore. We got our decoration plate. So as soon as I flip these, I'm going to put the cheese on them, and I'm also going to start to kind of warm up my bun a little bit, but I do have to drain the grease. Ooh, that's delicious. Ooh, that's really good. I can't wait for my burger. Thanks for joining me on making McDonald's Big Mac Copycat recipe with the special sauce. Gotta have the special sauce. We got our pickles. We need to get some pickles out of the jar. We need our plate. And what I like to do with my pickles is I like to take them out and put them on a napkin just to get that extra pickle juice off. And then I usually put it in the back of my stove just so it gets kind of warm. So we got our pickles getting ready. We got our onions and our lettuce and our cheese ready to go. We just gotta throw it together. So let's go ahead and do our same thing here. I got a lot of grease in the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and safely take the grease out of my pan. Stack these up very gently so that they don't fall apart on me. And look how wonderfully these are cooking. They're staying nice and flat because of my smusher. And I like to put this grease on my dog food for my dogs. It gives them a very healthy coat, a really nice color to their coat. So I get a big bowl of dry dog food, and I mix it in the hot grease, and then I let it sit till it's not hot, but not too long to where it gets cold, but just cool enough for them to eat it, and they really, really love it. That and eggs on dog food, the best treats. It's like some healthy grease or something. I don't know. It makes their coats very shiny. Okay, so here we're going to turn these over. Look at how beautiful our hamburgers are. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm definitely hungry for a Big Mac right here. Cakes Big Mac. I hope you're just as excited. Let's drain this grease over here too. There we go. Don't need that. So I'm going to go ahead and smush my hamburgers down. See all that juice squirting out? Perfect. See, we have a nice, beautiful, flat meat patty. And you'd be surprised how juicy it is for being so well cooked. Just because the way you cook it like this, it just kind of keeps its moisture in there. So here in a second, I'm going to put my cheese on 2 of the pieces. And I do like to fold my little corners in because I don't like them dripping on my pan. It makes a mess trying to clean it. So I'm going to just try to get these just on the cheese, just on the burger. Just a little bit like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do it again on another one. So I can make sure my burger comes out. I'm probably just making one, but I want to pick my selection of my perfect patties. So I will do that one, and this one here is a good looking one. And you don't want to put your thing rack on top because the cheese will stick to it. So leave this out of it. Just warm up a couple of pieces of cheese here. And it is actually melting more than it looks. So let's go ahead and get this plated. Thanks for joining me. Oh, I love all the emojis. Let's see. What are you thinking of my Big Mac so far? Ramos? Hi, Ramos. Joe? I do the same with my pickles. Oh, cool. Yeah, because pickle juice totally ruins it. So I like to de-juice the pickle. You got to de-juice the pickles. I'm glad I'm not the only weirdo out there. Yeah, that's probably like, it should be a restaurant rule. Drain the pickle juice before you make it. Especially if you don't like pickles and then you got a hamburger with pickle juice on it. But here are our cheese patties and our regular patties. Our cheese patties and our regular patties. And we're going to take this off the stove. And I'm going to try to scrape this up for my doggies. Bacon grease is good on your dog's dog food as well. Any kind of meat grease. Chicken grease. Well, chicken doesn't really get greasy, but all the rest of them do. So I'm just going to leave this here. I got quite the mess going, like always. Do you make a mess too, Joe? Okay, where am I at? The best part. Alright, so we got our meat patties here, our pickles there, our buns here. We need our station cleaned real quick. Cleanliness. Cleanliness. Alright, so we got our buns. And I'm actually going to put my buns right here for a second. Just to get them a little bit warmed. Now I want this beautiful one for my presentation on top. This is going to be my top bun. So I need one of those. And I need 2 bottom pieces. 2 bottoms. So I'm just going to put them over here for a second just so they can get warmed up. And I forget how they layer it, but I think the one with the cheese is on top or the bottom. Do you remember? Let's see. Very beautiful. Thank you. Saeed? Is that how, am I saying your name right? Thank you. I think the Big Mac, oh, we lost the string. I think it goes like the regular and then the one on top has the cheese, so. I'm going to flip these over for a second. Not that one because I don't want it to look greasy. But this is how we're going to do it. We got our buns warmed up. And we're going to start with a little bit of special sauce. Get it shaken. And you're going to dollop a little piece of special sauce on top. And this part gets a little messy. I do need a butter. Oh, I can use a fork actually. I can use my fork as a butter knife. Isn't that convenient? So I'm going to go ahead and just spread it out on top of each of these buns. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some lettuce on top of the special sauce. So let's get some pretty lettuce. And we're going to put it on top of each special sauce. Just like so. And just like so. Just like so. So this is like the Big Mac shredded sauce. And if you look, that's how McDonald's lettuce looks. So we got a special sauce, and we got that. Now, they usually throw a few little onions on with the lettuce. So we're just going to put a few pieces of onions, very finely chopped on there. Just McDonald's onions are dehydrated, but mine are just finely diced. So now we're looking like that. And I put a little bit more special sauce on. Just a little bit more to keep everything together. And then on this one is where I put my pickles. So I just put a couple. I like extra pickles, so this is not necessarily the Big Mac way. I think they only put like 3 on there or something. But I'm going to put 9 just because it looks prettier. And look at those, look like McDonald's pickles. Do they not? They look like McDonald's pickles. Alright, and then we put our meat patty on there. So this is the designated top. And this is the designated bottom. So we're going to take the bottom. And we're going to take a regular patty. But let's get one of these nice big ones that's down here. Yeah, like that. That'll really kind of cover the whole. Which one's bigger? This one's bigger. Let's use this big guy right here, okay? Nice and big. And then we're going to go ahead and put a dollop of special sauce and the actual middle bun. So this is a bottom that we have made just like our other ones. And you kind of just put it on there to stick it in place. And then we're going to go ahead and take one of our ones with cheese. So here's our cheese, and it's very melted. As soon as I put this top piece on, it will stick to everything else. And that will be the trick. Bam. Alright, so here is my McDonald's Big Mac. Tell me. Let's get my plate pretty real quick. Because, you know, I'm messy when I decor my food. So, here we go. Ta-da! McDonald's Big Mac. Bam. Look at that side right there. There we go. Thanks for joining me live, and check out my edited version to see what I look like eating this. And I hope you have a great rest of your night and enjoy your Big Mac, and let me know what you think. I bet you when you bite into this, you'll be like, that's McDonald's Big Mac. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Hit the like.